Hey guys, welcome to Madera Farms. My name is Amelia and today I am going to be giving you homesteading tips. These are tips that I have learned along the way. I have been doing this for about 7 years now and gosh, we've learned a lot. My first tip is give yourself grace. Like anything, if you're starting a new job or trying something new for the first time, you're not going to be perfect and you're going to have days when you don't know what you're doing. It could be like an animal is getting sick and you think you've tried everything and you just don't understand what the next step is. Or it could be something so simple as for some reason your seeds aren't germinating and you don't know why that's happening. So there's a lot of learning curves in this lifestyle and it's going to take time, but just give yourself grace. You're not going to be perfect. No one is perfect. Even these people who have been doing it for years, they're still learning. We're still learning. I am by no means a professional. I am just trying, and that's all you can do is try. My next piece of advice is start with the end in mind. So what is the end goal? Are you looking to be a small business? Are you looking to quit your jobs and do homesteading full time? Are you looking to just do this in place of going to the grocery store? Or is it for self-sustainability? Do you want to be more of a prepper? It's up to you what your goal is, and all of those things are great, or it can be a combination of any of those things. But as long as you know what your goal is, it's going to be easier to set up your property and understand what you need to be able to achieve that goal. I did not do this. When we first started, I got chickens, I got goats, I was doing all the random things in the garden. We didn't eat half the stuff. I didn't even know how to preserve it, if I'm being honest. And it just cost us a lot of money and honestly a lot of headache. So if you're thinking about starting a homestead or you're just now starting, my biggest piece of advice is lay out a plan, even if that's a 1-year plan, 3-year plan, 5-year plan. Give yourself something to look forward to achieving instead of just collecting all the animals, growing all the things. Because yeah, it's great. You can have a garden where you're growing hundreds of things, but if you don't have a plan on how you're going to use those, how you're going to store them, then it's just a waste. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of resources. And no one wants to do that. The whole point of this is to achieve some sort of goal, right? Another solid piece of advice that I would give a new homesteader is make sure you have the things in place that you need to be successful. So with that being said, I've made these mistakes and I'm just passing my wisdom on to you. Don't get the animals even if they're free or a good price, because if you don't have the infrastructure you need, it's going to be a massive headache. Just trust me. We've done it so many times. Our joke was always that when we get a new animal, it's going to run away, it's going to destroy something, because we were just so impatient and it just wasn't good. And now we are paying for that, honestly. We took in 2 potbelly pigs that we thought, oh, it'll be fun to have these 2 pigs. They're sweet and whatever, but they just cost us money. They're just pets. And if we would have had an end goal in mind, they wouldn't be on our farm. Not trying to be mean about it. They are just costing us money, and they're just like lazy fat pigs that eat food and go to the bathroom, and we have to take care of them. So don't just take in animals because they're free. I know it's fun and it's very tempting to start bringing on animals, but trust me, don't do it. And if you don't have the infrastructure, definitely don't do it, because we did this with our goats. We were thinking, oh, they're just 2 little goats, like we can keep them in a little fence that we already had. Nope. They were down at the neighbor's house 3 hours after we got them. So just make sure you have everything in place before you actually bring on the animals. Chickens, those are a little bit more controllable. All you need is a little coop for them to be able to nest at night. But if you're going to bring on like livestock, just make sure you are prepared. You're never going to know what to do with them, but at least if they have a place to be and you have a good fence, it'll be much, much better. Another piece of advice, this is the reality of homesteading. You're going to have loss. I literally just found one of our chickens dead. this month has just been really hard. Like, we lost our dog. It never gets easier. It's one of the chickens we hatched too. This is reality. If you're gonna be homesteading, you're gonna have loss, and unfortunately it sucks. I totally was not expecting that. So now I have like no motivation to finish this. The last piece of advice that I'm gonna leave you guys with is don't give up. There's a reason why you have this urge, pull, passion to try this lifestyle. There's a reason for it, and times will be tough, like right now. If we were to give up every time there was a loss or anything like that, like we would have given up a long time ago. But there's a reason why we keep doing this, and whatever that reason is for you, it's worth pursuing. For us, it is to know where our food's coming from, to know that the animals that we are going to use for food for our family has been well taken care of, well fed, and well nurtured. We also love this lifestyle because it teaches us to be strong human beings. If times ever got so tough, we could make it work. And I'm not trying to say like anything's happening in the world, but you never know, and it's always good to be prepared. Even if we never have to use some of the skills that we have learned, it's always good to be prepared. So if this is something that's pulling at your heart and you're trying to pursue it, don't give up, keep doing it. If you're in a season where it's really hard and you're just experiencing one bad thing after another, don't give up. You're gonna have great seasons ahead. I promise you, it's totally worth it. But I'm gonna go back inside and I'm gonna go inside. It's been a rough week, and yeah, just cherry on top of the pie. But I hope you guys have an awesome day. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, friends.